What's good, guys? It's your boy Vacation Time with Ryan. Let me give you a little quick midweek check-in. Today's video is going to be a follow-up to my last video. The Dominican women are asking where the men at. Now I'm going to do a follow-up video for a few reasons, and we're going to talk about it. Stick around to the end. You don't want to miss any important details. Sometimes I remember something towards the end of the video. That's all. Alright, because sometimes you might ask me a question, I might have already answered it if you ask me something without watching the full entire video. But anyways, like I said, it's Vacation Time with Ryan. Let's get into it. So my most recent video was that, a lot of Dominican women were asking me like, where all the good men at and stuff like that. And I did tell you guys that I had a group that had Dominican women in it, some Colombian, but that you can use if you want to meet people, make friends. Maybe if you're looking to do some tours while you're in the city, you might can find a tour guide or someone to help you with your Spanish, or maybe you're looking for a chef or something like that. Stuff like that, just connections, whether it's on a business level, etc., etc. And I said very clear, whatever happens after you meet someone, that's between you two. That has nothing to do with me. I just want to grow a travel innocent platform or groups and stuff like that where we can share information, help each other be safe, and just have a good trip, all right? So whether you're living or planning to live in another country, be an expat, or if you already live in another country, or you plan to move to DR, or you live in DR already, I just want to build a funnel where people have access to very valuable information that can save you thousands of dollars, or it could, keep you safe, etc. All right. Oh, real quick, I'm gonna interrupt your video real quick. I want to tell y'all about something. It's a new social network. It's called Passport Traveler. All right. There's a website. I'm gonna link it. There's an app. I'm gonna link it. You can go to passporttraveler.com. Now, the social network was built for like-minded people, travelers that's traveling international, DR, Colombia, Brazil, Costa Rica, Panama, whatever, the list goes on, wherever you go in Thailand. You want to get in a community, you want to post your videos, your pictures, and you want to connect with like-minded people. There's also ways you can earn money within the community. You don't need to be a content creator. You could just be someone that's just looking to build with like-minded people, with travelers. Maybe you just want to share travel stories, pictures, videos. Get in the community, all right? This video right here, sponsored by Passport Traveler. All right, so jump in there, link in the bio, and let's build, man. Let's build. Back to the video. So I got a lot of kickback. A lot of brothers reached out, and I guess from the video, a lot of brothers felt like, what? Put me down. So, which I don't mind, I appreciate it. And I don't mind helping out where I can. Like I said, don't mind helping out where I can. But before we get to that stage, because there was so many people that reached out, there was a lot of volume of messages. So forgive me if I didn't get back to someone or if I missed a message. I promise I'm not Hollywood or nothing like that. Sometimes the messages all come in at once, because after the video I was getting a lot of messages. So if I missed one, just, because I'm running 2 other channels, and I have other platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So I'm running through different messages, different platforms, and I'm working on myself over here, and I'm doing my thing over here. So sometimes your message could get, and then emails, and your message could get lost in the sauce. Don't take offense to it. If you need to double message, don't feel weird to do that. I promise I try to answer every message. So if I miss one, it's not intentional, and I'm not Hollywood. So in case you are waiting on a response or not, and you are looking for a long-term partner, I want to give a few pointers as well as address some things about the last video. So I'm going to give you a few pointers, but first let's address something really fast. When I make a video with a headline and etc. or whatever, understand I'm a content creator. Yeah, things I'm saying stem from reality, of course, but I have to definitely have a call to attention or some type of a flair. I'm a content creator. A lot of you wouldn't understand that you're not content creators. You're not forced to try to be creative. You know, you guys are just an audience, which I appreciate. And some of you do create content, so you do understand. And the reason I'm saying that is because, let me explain, give me a chance to explain. Don't take it the wrong way. It's because some people be like, oh, translation, if a Dominican woman says where's the good men at, what she means is where the money at, or who can I finesse next, or da-da-da-da-da. Like, sometimes people tend to think like I don't know these things already, and I like this my first rodeo, or people don't know, or whatever. I know what be going on in these countries, Colombia, DR, wherever. I know there's always going to be people that have bad intentions, gold diggers, liars, cheaters, chicks with 3-4 boyfriends, etc. I know that. So when I put out a message, it's not like I'm saying, yo, hey guys, come get finesse. Let me help you get finesse. No, that's why I'm very careful. If someone comes to me you want to be introduced to someone I know, I'm very careful about it. If I see like this person over here is finessing guys, I won't introduce you. You might say, hey bro, introduce me to, let's say, Maria. And I might say, you sure? Then I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Because you don't know what type of timing Maria on, but I do. You know, and I rock with Maria, so I ain't gonna put her business out, but I'm gonna leave it alone just to save you. You get me? So I know, like I said in that last video, because I run the group, there's this layer of comfort that they tell me straight up what they're looking for. They say, yo, how can I make this money? What I gotta do? Do I need to say that I'm looking for algo serio? Like, do I need to say I'm looking for a serious relationship? Like, what's the move? Like, they'll ask me, right? So if a high volume of men are asking me, yo, where can I find a good chick, or put me down with somebody, I won't do it unless I can low-key kind of vouch for a person. So yeah, I know a lot of people, but it's gonna be very few that I can vouch for that are solid. You know, and the ones that are, they might be talking to somebody already, or they might. So if I say I got you, but I'm not just gonna throw anybody at you. If you're looking for someone to spend the rest of your life with, or a long-term partner, that takes time and patience, right? And we're gonna talk about things you can do on your end. But on my end, it's not gonna be like, oh, wait, Anna, yeah, Anna's perfect. No, bro, like, you gotta scout and you gotta know a person for a while. I gotta think like, damn, has she finessed anybody that I know, or that I know of, or have I heard any stories? And what type of time is she really on? Has she ever came at me like, where the CashApp for, like, how do I make money inside a group or something? Like, has she ever said anything like that to me? I gotta really do my homework. You know what I'm saying? And again, I don't like to get in people's business, because that's how a lot of content creators get in weird situations, because that's not my business. That's not what I got going on. I want, again, these groups. I have an all men's group where brothers can share information and take pointers from each other and just build community, right? Then you have the group with the women in it, and that also, somebody could be looking for a ride from the airport, a tutor, a Spanish tutor, a tour guide, want to know where something's at, need a little help, need a little direction. I'm busy. Maybe I could introduce you to, let's say, Maria. Maria, she works in tourism. She's going to be able to help you more than I can, especially she's there, living there on the ground. I'm not there right now in the moment. So that's what the funnel is for. It's just to use it as a network to funnel and help people out. Now, again, some of y'all, if y'all use it for dating, that's fine. I don't have a problem. It's just not my business. It's between y'all. Y'all do y'all thing. Y'all message each other. I don't care what y'all got. Y'all fall in love. Y'all ride off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all thing. That y'all are adults. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just providing a place where we can share information and be great and elevate. And you want to have, men and women and people from these countries that you want to move to or that you're living in and that you know what I mean, etc. All right, so now let's get to the what you can do to help your situation part. All right. If you're watching the video, man, don't forget to leave a like. Some of y'all be forgetting. Hit the like button. Salute. Leave a comment. And if it's your first time or second time, or if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. I appreciate y'all. It's free. Free support goes a long way. Thank you. Now, what you can do for yourself to help. Let's say you came to me. Like I said, many people, so nobody don't feel like any type of way. Many, many, many people have came. And, I want to help everybody with whatever it is they need help with or whatever they're looking for. I want to assist. But you got to help me help you too. All right. So first thing, number one, I know you guys are tired of hearing this. Well, I'm going to say it anyways. I'm going to say it again. Said it before. Do you speak a decent amount of Spanish? If the answer is no, you got some work to do. If this going to be your partner forever, ever, bro, learn a little Spanish. It's take your time. There's no rush. Take some time out to learn some Spanish. Now, do you have to be fluent and perfect? And bro, there's a whole different dialect in DR. Like, no, you don't. You're gonna be known that you're to them a gringo. But if you get to a conversational level where you can hold a conversation, it's gonna increase your odds. Now, does that mean you can't get finessed? No, that's not what that means. But that should be the bare minimum if you're looking for something serious. A lot of people disagree. A lot of people believe, oh, you don't need to speak Spanish. Oh, I don't speak Spanish, and my wife and me, and we got kids, and I'm fine. Okay, cool. I'm giving you my perspective, how I see it. Ryan is not the end all be all, but in my eyes, and many other people that I know say the same thing. Get your Spanish better, and it's gonna help a lot. Not only just for you trying to find a partner, but also for navigating through the country. If you're gonna move to a country where the primary language is Spanish, you should be thriving to be conversational in Spanish. Is it gonna happen overnight? No. If you're practicing every day, cool, you're on the right track. Even if you're a super, super beginner, as long as you're practicing every day, you're studying, cool. I've done videos on how you could learn, but really, really fast, quick tips. Make sure you're doing listening exercises where you're just at least an hour a day of listening. You could break it up into 20 minutes. Do an hour a day of just listening on your level, active listening, not just passive listening where you're not really trying to comprehend, you're just hearing. Really actively listen. Write down words you don't understand, look them up. Actively listen. Make sure you're listening on your level. Don't just go on Netflix and put it in Spanish and you don't understand nothing. You're not learning nothing. If you're a beginner, type on YouTube beginner Spanish listening, and then you're gonna have like little stories and stuff for beginners, and that's how you can do your active listening. All right. Use flashcards. Write down some verbs. Conjugate the verbs. Common phrases in Spanish. Things that you know is common, that phrases that you want to use. I can go through that forever, but that's just very important. That's why I took the time out to drive that point home. That is a very important thing. Some of y'all don't care, some of y'all do care. Do that. Now, some of y'all already have it. Some of y'all speak Spanish already. Some of y'all are Hispanic. Some of y'all are American Dominican. Some of y'all, took the time out to learn. All right, you're already ahead of the game, because if I introduced you to someone and first quarter you break out speaking Spanish, that's going to be a pleasant surprise for the lady, because I always get like the kind of like, oh wow, you speak, okay. Like it's a good surprise, because they're so used to talking to guys that pull out the translator and it's like, hola, estás como, or like, you know, and then some chicks, all right, it's all good, because she's just looking at like, all right, get to the money. But then some chicks are like, it's a little annoying, you know what I'm saying? Like, some chicks will be patient with you because they know you're coming through with value. You got bread, you got the status, you got the USD. But some chicks, they're gonna deal with it, but deep down they would prefer someone that could speak to them so they could build a genuine connection. Now, if you come across someone that speaks English, good for you. However, there is personality. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. There is personality traits that comes with someone that speaks English in a Spanish-speaking country. Let me explain briefly. To learn a language, you must immerse yourself in that culture, in that language. So, when I've been studying, like when I was studying crazy my Spanish, I had to become part of a culture, right? It was DR for me because I was living in Santo Domingo, right? I had an apartment for years there. So I had to become a part of the Dominican culture and really lock in to learn, right? Because that's one of the most things you're gonna do to learn a new language. So how do I apply that in this conversation? For them, they are immersing themselves in English and US culture, hip hop, you know, a lot of them, they love the Sexy Reds and the Cardi B's. So the stuff that y'all quote unquote running from, that's a lot of them immersing themselves into that to learn English, and they take a liking to people like Sexy Red and Cardi B. So you might be thinking you're running away from something here in the States, and you're running towards the same thing in another country, because that is attractive to them, especially Dominicans. Dominicans are black people. Like, they're the Spanish, like a Dominican told me this, like, we're like the hood of the Spanish country. This is from a Dominican, not from me. He's like, we the ghetto like version of, you know, this, like DR is like the ghetto of the Spanish countries. We the ghetto is one. That's what he said. So they're like, you know what I'm saying, they like us. So, you know, the same thing these chicks over here that you're running from, like the Cardi B's and the Sexy Reds, they get attracted to that when they're immersing themselves in the culture. You don't know how many times I've kicked it with Dominican ladies, or just watching their stories on WhatsApp, and they're posting American music, Black American women songs, the songs that y'all can't stand or y'all say is ratchet. They love it. Not all of them. You know, I have to generalize. I mean, we're men. Do I need to explain this? I have to generalize certain things, because everything's not going to apply to everybody. You're always going to have the exception to the rule. But I'm just generalizing. A lot of them, they do like a lot of this music, the Meg Thee Stallions. Go to some of the clubs, you'll hear the same music. Alright? Said all that to drive the point home how important it is for you to learn some Spanish. That way you're not going to be seeking out someone that speaks English that essentially has became like pretty much a part of the culture that you're leaving from. You know, you want someone that's super Dominican, right? And your best odds at that is someone that barely speaks any English. So just make an effort, try to learn that Spanish, right? If you're gonna move to DR, okay, maybe you want to wait till you get there. If you know, like, oh, you know, I'm moving next year, all right, cool, bro. While you got a whole year to work on your Spanish, you're moving next year, you don't have to get a chick now while you still living in the United States. You got a whole year, right? You're moving there next year, work on your Spanish for a year, and you'll be super happy with the results, because your Spanish, if you really lock in, your Spanish will be so good in a year. And work on other stuff. Take that money that I know you was going to end up sending to her, invest it in yourself, invest it in some investments, some safe investments, and just level up as much as you can. So when you do pull up, you got the Spanish, you worked on yourself, you've been in the gym, you've been doing your thing. And another thing I'll add to that, this is not mandatory, but this is just going to separate you as well. Get in a dance studio, learn some of that bachata, that salsa, that merengue. They love dancing. They love to dance. Is that mandatory? No. It's not going to stop you. Nobody meets you and says, hey, can you dance? No. I'm just saying, separate yourself. You want the best results, put in the best effort. A lot of y'all want to just lay around and chill, and you want this baddie that's super feminine, submissive, and just super bad, that doesn't post on Instagram and doesn't have followers. This superwoman to just fall out the sky into your lap. That's not how life works. I don't care what country you go to. These days, you can go all the way to Asia and run into the same problems, right? Now, I do believe you'll find a girlfriend, you'll be fine. However, I'm just saying, you want the best odds of longevity. You don't want a chick that's just going to be with you because she needs a little help, and then a year later she's going to leave you or cheat on you. You want a chick that's like, oh, okay, he's a solid dude, he cool, like, I'll rock with him, and y'all could ride off into the sunset. That's what a lot of y'all want. A lot of y'all want it. And y'all think because y'all in a different country, it's going to be easy. It might be easy to get the WhatsApp number. It might be easy, not to get too provocative, but it might be easy to have a little fun. But locking someone down is not easy. These are human beings. It's not robots. These are not AI robots. You're going to lock down a human being for the rest of your life. You can easily get a date and someone to kick it with you for 6 whole months. Even a whole year. Even potentially have your kids. Some of them are in a bad enough situation, and all due respect, this is respectfully, they'll go that far and then still do you dirty in the end. When we're talking life partner, it's not a game. That's all I'm saying, all right? So we want the best outcome, so we got to put the best foot forward. So the Spanish, then get your dancing on point, just for added, it's just extra credit. Get the extra credit points in. You know what I'm saying? Then when you get your Spanish up, your normal, regular Spanish, then you work on some of that Dominican Spanish, some of the slang words they use and some of that stuff. Get some of that, sprinkle a little bit of that in you. You know what I'm saying? Get your stuff all the way together. Some of y'all got money, y'all doing y'all thing, but that's not the end all be all, man. It's not. I done seen people with the most money get cheated on and get played and done dirty. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to increase our odds at being great. Now, if you're going to do a long distance relationship, is it impossible? No, it's not impossible. But also winning the lottery is not impossible either. A lot of things are not impossible, but you just want the best odds. You want the highest chance of the best odds. I can't tell nobody don't do long distance, because at the end of the day, that would be wrong of me, because it's a chance it could work out for you. But I just want y'all to be in position to have the best outcome and be at the best odds. Excuse me. So yeah. So other than that, man, I appreciate you guys reaching out. A lot of you guys reached out to join the group. So the group is being more active. More people are starting to post in the main group. So yeah, get inside the group if you're not in the group already. I got WhatsApp groups. Like I said, I explained it in the beginning of the video. Do your thing. Step up. And I got you too. I'll keep my head on a swivel for you. I'll look out. If I find a good candidate for y'all, for whatever it is y'all looking for, whatever it is, whether you're looking for a tour guide or whatever, then I got you. I'll help you. But give me a little time, because like I said, I'm big on my word. I'm one of them guys, like, I'm big on my reputation when it comes to like stuff like that. So if I introduce you to somebody, I want to be able to vouch for that person. I don't want to just be like, hey, this so-and-so, I don't know, good luck. Nah, bro, because then a year later, if I see, oh, I done put bro in a bad situation and now bro is in a terrible situation, I'm gonna feel terrible, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel bad. So, you know, I want to make sure we got I want to give you a good chance at success. But yeah, so anyways, man, I appreciate you guys reaching out. I do appreciate it, man. Get in the WhatsApp groups. All right, it's starting to turn up. Look out for the party, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic in October. Hit me up if you would like to RSVP. Hit me up to get in the groups. There is a small fee to get in the groups. I don't want nobody being surprised. And if you have your opinion, or you're saying, oh, this is like that and that's like that, or whatever, that's fine. All right, this is YouTube, capital letters on the U. Your opinion, your channel, your thing. I'm gonna give my opinion, my perspective from my experience, and you know, from when I was living in the DR, from what I hear from all these guys. I know a lot of people will finesse. I know there's a lot of gold diggers, what they call it, choppy, whatever. I know all of this already. Some of y'all probably stop by new to my channel. You don't know me from a can of paint. You think I'm just some random guy giving out bad information. A lot of my people that watch my channel, they already know my background. So and they watch the lives. They kind of know me a bit. So they understand where I'm coming from. So if you're new here, we know. That's all I want to say. Little comments y'all make. We know what goes on in these countries. We know. But there are some good people that exist. Everywhere in the world, there's good people and there's bad. It might be 10 times easier to find the bad than the good. We know, all right? But there is ways to find the diamond in the rough and the good, all right? So you already know you got homework to do. I'm gonna help you, I got you, but do your homework. Learn some of that Spanish, you know, get in some of them salsa and bachata dance classes. You know, work on yourself, and we're gonna let things flow natural, and we're gonna get you there, all right? If you want long distance, I would advise against it. It's not impossible. Some of y'all want to bring your queen back to the U.S. Cool. If you got one of those jobs, you rather live in the States, that's your thing. You know, that's your prerogative. But I would advise against it. But it's all good. I don't judge. I'm here for you. If I could do anything, hit me up. Shoot me a message on Instagram. That's the best place to reach me. On my email is the second best. Comments on YouTube, I try to answer every comment, but I might miss it because sometimes I miss a notification. So that's not a good way to reach me. Good way to reach me, Instagram or email, all right? Or even a TikTok or Facebook message here and there, I'll respond to. But typically it's a lot of Instagram and a lot of emails, all right? So that's it. It's your boy Vacation Time with Ryan. Catch me on the next video. Catch me in DR coming up soon. And let's enjoy life, man. Travel safe. Enjoy life. Stop being negative, all right? I rock with y'all. I'm out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We out. Oh, yeah, sorry. Before I go, I wanted to mention one last thing. Passport Traveler, the app that I link, that I have sponsors. I want to say something about Passport Traveler, all right? Now, I don't know, the group got leaked into some of these other groups, and the women of these other countries have taken a liking to the group because, let's say Cuba, for example, and some of these other countries, a lot of these type of apps are not popular because in some countries like Cuba, for example, they can't use Tinder or some of these other apps. So when they see a new app like this, they join it. So I'm saying all that to say there's been some ladies from other countries joining into the Passport Traveler. So check that out too, man. Get in there. Again, share information, build community, and just expand your community in the travel world. This is Vacation Time with Ryan. This time I'm out for real. I appreciate y'all.